Chances are that you've got a staggering number of online accounts for everything from your weird craft store to that fitness forum that you joined to get advice on your workout program that only lasted for a couple of weeks. And you've probably also grown weary of having to sign up for a new account over and over and over again. So whenever you see one of those super convenient buttons that says, sign in with Facebook or Google, or soon, sign in with Apple, you eagerly click on them. But how do they work? And are you possibly giving away too much of your personal information? So these buttons use a protocol called Oauth, which takes advantage of the fact that services like Google and Facebook have enormous user bases, and many of those people use them as primary services for communication, and they already store their personal details in them, like their names and email addresses. The kind of basic stuff that many sites would require for your account activation, regardless of how you sign up. So what Oauth does is it allows whatever third-party site you're trying to register for to access your Google or Facebook account, but not in its entirety. Instead, the site is only allowed to view certain pieces of your account, typically a name and email at the minimum, and maybe a profile picture. So Oauth manages this by first checking that you are actually signed in to your Google or Facebook account, then assigning a special access token and a secret, which is basically a password, to the third-party site so that Google or Facebook know only to give that site access to certain parts of your profile. Now, an important note here is that Oauth doesn't reveal your actual Facebook or Google account password. So shady sites can't access or modify more information than they explicitly tell you that they will and that you authorized them to do. One key, though, is to double check what permissions you're giving the site, because many of them will allow you to modify what parts of your profiles they can access, so that you can prevent a situation like, some site that you use for promo codes constantly posting embarrassing coupons to your Facebook timeline. For the most part, this single sign-in scheme works well and is quite convenient. But of course, in the world of tech, someone is always trying to find a way to do it better, and Apple thinks it indeed has something superior with its new Sign In with Apple service. So first up is integration with Face ID and Touch ID in an effort to give the sign-in process a boost in both convenience and security. So that's pretty swell. But it's not necessarily even the main selling point here. One of Apple's big innovations is that Sign In with Apple will actually permanently hide your email address from third-party services. This is important because in some ways, an email account is kind of like a master key because it serves as a master account with password reset capabilities for many other accounts. So you don't want it just floating around out there looking like a juicy target. So instead of giving it out like free candy, Apple will generate a random new anonymized email address that is linked to your account for every service that you sign up for. This has the benefit of improving your anonymity online and also making it harder for unscrupulous sites to sell your actual email address to third parties or to spam you. Additionally, Apple claims that because they make their money selling you iPhones and Macs and monitor stands and whatnot, your sign-ins across multiple services won't be used to track your activity. By contrast, Google and Facebook do keep track of what third-party sites you've signed into with their single sign-on solutions to help serve you relevant ads. So that's Apple's pitch, and it sounds pretty good, honestly. So hopefully they'll stick to their promise not to track you, especially because they're going to make Sign In with Apple a requirement for any app on the App Store that also uses single sign-in options from their competitors. Just Apple being Apple. Speaking of being, if you feel like being a little smarter, go check out Brilliant. Brilliant provides you with the frameworks for thinking about and solving problems and allows you to master concepts by solving fun, challenging problems yourself instead of watching someone else do it. I mean, that's the thing. A great education shows you the tools, lays out the framework, and then allows you to do it yourself because that's how you learn. So they take big concepts, break them up into bite-sized chunks, present clear thinking in each part, and then build back up to an interesting conclusion. And if you try Brilliant, you'll be in the company of over 5.5 million members who share your curiosity and love for math and science. The community supports your learning. So go ahead to brilliant.org/TechWiki and get 20% off today. That's pretty smart, saving money. So, it's a good place to start. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, dislike, check out our other videos, and leave a comment if you have any suggestions for future Fastest Possibles. In the meantime, though, don't forget to subscribe and follow so you don't miss any of the... Wow, I'm wearing the wrong shirt. Oh, it's too late. I don't have time.